Starting in April, I decided to replay every single From Software game, except for Demon's Souls, to get myself ready for the upcoming Elden Ring DLC. I'd planned to do something sort of similar to this last year before Elden Ring came out, but my computer sort of exploded, so we're doing it now. In the last video, we entered the depths, slayed the Gaping Dragon, and then tore the forest down, killing the Moonlight Butterfly and Sif in the process. With our level boosted and the key to Blighttown in our hands, it's time to move towards the second Bell of Awakening. If you enjoyed this episode, by the way, feel free to check out some of my other content, including the last episode of this exact series. Relevant link in the description down below. Let's get started. As I enter Blighttown, my stomach starts to sink, and that's for a few reasons, but one main one. I don't like heights. More than that though, I don't like being on something super wobbly when I'm up high, and Blighttown is full of that crap. The main objective in Blighttown is simply to get to the bottom where the swamp is, the poison swamp, because, you know, obviously, it's a Souls game, there's a poison swamp. Getting to the bottom though is no easy feat, as games put in some particularly nasty obstacles to prevent you from reaching that wonderful swamp that you definitely want to go to. These obstacles include, but are not limited to, guys that shoot darts that apply toxic, which can drain your health very fast, the aforementioned wobbly bridges, hidden ladders so you have an issue finding the actual way down. What are they doing? Oh my god. He's ladder stalling on me. These guys, I don't really have an explanation for what they are. And then whatever the fuck this thing is. This may be the grossest FromSoft game. Once we get near the bottom, we also start encountering these like flaming bug guys that are also really freaking gross, but thankfully they don't pose an actual threat. Now that we're down in the swamp, we gotta deal with giant flies or mosquitoes or whatever they are. I think they're mosquitoes, they like shoot blood at you. But I just stick to the wall to get a bonfire that's closer to the next boss we'll be facing. And then I sat down at that bonfire. Oh my god. What is happening to my leg? What, am I taking a piss? Like, what is it, boy? What do you smell? What the fuck? Is that gonna keep happening once when I sit back down? Is my leg gonna do that again? That's excellent. Hold on, I'm actually curious. And then I sit back down. Oh, dang. Okay, sorry. I was laughing hysterically while editing, so I wanted to show that clip, like, really bad. Just because this game is put together with duct tape and dreams does not mean that it can't be funny. Anyway, on to the boss. You can't hit those freaking leeches to save your life. It's like freaking Canehurst in Bloodborne on the outside. All the areas with all the leeches that come out. God, those things are so hard to kill. Hello, Quaylog. Chaos Fireball. That makes sense. Yeah, hitting them with something ranged. You don't have nipples, by the way, Quaylog. You just don't have them. Do I need to equip the ring before I kill her? So this is Quaylog. As you can tell by the fact that I'm talking to you right now, instead of just showing the clip, I died in my first attempt at this. Quaylog is honestly a pretty easy boss, in my opinion. I don't remember having too much trouble with her the first time I played, and this time I just died because I'm kind of low level, so I get one shot a lot. Just hit her when you can and stay away when she's charging up her big explosion attack, and you'll be fine. No issues at all. Yeah, I remembered. So, what is the, telegraph for that explosion attack? Because clearly I can't survive that. God, that's such a sick sword. I'm just trying to get a feel on her attacks right now. Hi. Bro. Quail, I thought this last time when we played this game, Quailog sucks. She's super weak. And like, all her stuff is so insanely telegraphed and has no, like, it can't hit inside of her hitbox. Like, look, she can't hit me. It's so weird. And game. Yeah, there's some bosses in this game specifically that just feel very weird. And like, that they don't belong. Like that one. She just doesn't... I don't know. That was easy. Now that Quailog is dead, we can ring the second bell of awakening finally, opening up Sen's fortress. Now I don't know who Sen is, or why he has a fortress, or why his fortress can teleport me to Anor Londo, but it can, so that's where I'm going. First though, I want to touch on something. So, if you choose the Old Witch's Ring as your starting gift when making your character, you can talk to Quailog's sister and join her covenant. By following her questline, you're able to save Solaire's life later in the game, and get his help during the final boss fight. I was planning to do this, but spoiler alert, I messed up and had to fight the final boss alone. Because of this, I won't be covering those extra things I did, since ultimately it was kind of pointless, so instead we're just going to skip ahead past all this nonsense I was doing. After killing Quailog, I head back to Firelink and then down to New Londo Ruins, which I access through an elevator. People familiar with the questline may be wondering why I decided to go here right now, but this actually has to do with the weapon I talked about in the last video that needs Demon Titanite to strengthen. In this game, to get boss weapons, you have to transform a similar weapon, in this case a scimitar, into the boss weapon by using a blacksmith that's in Anor Londo. To transform a weapon though, it has to be strengthened up to plus 15, and there's an ember down here in the ruins that is needed to do that, so that's why I'm here. The issue is though that this area is awful. So you can see that in my hotbar where my Estus flasks normally are, I have an item called a Transient Curse. In the ruins there are ghost enemies that can only be hurt when I use this item, and the effect lasts for about 5 or so minutes. On top of this, the ghosts can face their walls, extend their arms, and they just do an insane amount of damage in general. It's really rough, but the weapon strengthening is definitely worth doing this. After getting past the ghosts and taking the key to the seal from this guy... Sorry, buddy.
Oh, you are no different from the rest. So be it. I am in...
The Guardian of the Seal, you didn't
Forgive
fight very hard there, buddy. Jeez. Just killed some poor old man who couldn't even protect himself. I unlock the gate and drain the water so I can access the lower level of the ruins. I end up pissing off some things I really don't want to piss off. Oh. I'll see you guys later. And then I die. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. Cool. That gets a thumbs up from me. Not great, but I accomplished my goal, so now I can take an elevator down and grab the Ember. Easy peasy. With that little side quest done, it's time to take down Sen's fortress. Now, I know that the footage you're about to see is going to make me look like some sort of expert on this game. But don't be fooled, when I first played this game, this is the first part that actually almost made me quit playing. Let's quickly lay out the path I have to take to get to the top of this fortress where the boss is waiting. First, there's a room with 2 sword-wielding serpent guys who only take hit stuns from my attacks when I hit them twice. Then there's a bridge with swinging axes, another sword-wielding serpent, and a serpent up above who throws lightning bolts at me. Another bridge with harsher axe timing and the same lightning snake, except this time he's straight in front of me so he can hit me way easier. an outside area with another lightning snake, and if I'm not careful, there's a giant boulder that can come and throw me off the side. Then I have to go up a staircase with a boulder that's constantly rolling down it, so you have to time it perfectly, and I mean perfectly, to get to the top so you can turn the lever so the boulder doesn't go down that staircase. You still with me? Okay, good, we're only about a third of the way there. At this point, when you're up where the lever is, you're at a sort of crossroads, which can lead to some other areas and items, but for our purposes, we're just going to go down this hallway lined with dart traps, onto another bridge with even more swinging axes, a tight corridor with some lightning snakes and shield snakes, then one final axe bridge. Nope. God damn it. I have to go up the whole thing again. Alright, let's do it again. 2 snakes, bridge with other snake, boulder again, darts and axes, snakes, axe bridge. Almost died of the dart trap after managing to get past axes. Whew. Okay, almost there. Now we're outside with our goal being to get to the top while dodging a giant that's throwing exploding barrels at us, and then there's also some crossbow guys. Honestly though, this is the easy part. At this point my weapon's durability was getting kinda low, so I tried finding the shortcut that takes me back to the beginning of the area, but for the life of me at the time I could not remember where it was or how to activate it. So stupidly, I decided to try fighting the boss with my nearly broken weapon. I did this though because the Iron Golem is legitimately one of the easiest bosses in any From Software game I've ever played. His attacks are slow, they don't really do too much damage, and the platform we're on is decently large enough to maneuver around to kill him. Unfortunately though, as I said, my weapon was broken at this point, so the fight took me about 20 minutes until... I'm like insanely focused right now just due to the fact that my weapon's not working. No, you're... Decently large enough platform, I said. I really want to jump off a bridge right now. Although I guess I sort of just did that. Okay, let's try that again. And yeah, in case you're wondering, I had to do that entire run up here again, which means bridge, boulder, snakes, lightning, axes, all of it. It sucks. Oh, you're right. I just remembered that, Zero. There is a bonfire on a ledge. I completely forgot about that bonfire. Bro, I'm still doing no damage to him. No, can you come to the middle of the arena, dude? Come here. I'm not gonna sit here and fight you on the edge again like I did last time. Stop. Come here. You're supposed to be the easy boss of this game. Oh, you know what? That's on me. That one's on me. Trying to go through the legs in the game didn't want me to. Like that, that's what I was trying to do. With those last few slips, it's gonna be Miss Iron Golem. That's funny. No, you're done. Get out of here, bro. You're nothing. You're literally nothing. Don't touch that. There. Seriously, it's a really easy boss, especially when your weapon isn't broken in half and actually works. With the golem dead, this ring of light appears for some reason. Genuinely, I don't know why. But touching it summons the demon bats to abduct us to Anor Londo, the location of the Lord Vessel, which, as I mentioned before, is our ultimate goal right now. Getting to the vessel won't be an easy ride, because this area sucks balls. First, you gotta deal with these giant armor statues with huge shields that are really hard to get around. Then once you've killed 3 of those, you can activate the bonfire, ride down an elevator, and come face to face with one of the belfry gargoyles. Yeah, the boss from earlier in the game, it's just one of those guys again. It isn't too hard, we're way stronger now than we were when we last fought one of these, and it's still about the same strength as that time, so it's an easy cleanup. Once that's done, we get to the part that scares me the most. Remember at the beginning of the episode when I mentioned that I don't like heights? Well, now I have to fight ninja painting ladies on thin rafters that are like 300 feet in the air. My strategy involved not doing that, and just shooting at them with bow and arrows until they either fell off or climbed down the ladder to fight me straight up. After they're all dead, I climb down and then turn this giant lever to connect a bridge between the bonfires and where I'm going, and get ambushed by another gargoyle in the middle of the cutscene. Still though, it's pretty easy. I take care of him no problem. Unfortunately, from here, the easy stuff is now over. I have to get inside this giant fortress just like you do in Dark Souls 3 when you come back to Anor Londo, and blocking my path this time though are giant shield dudes, brain bats, and silver knights galore. The game starts to show some of its worst habits here, with broken hitboxes and strange enemy placements that make dying more punishing than it really feels like it should be. Oh, I messed it up. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I deserve to die this time. Yeah. By the way, I couldn't move. And he jumped off anyway. I was given absolutely 0 frames to move from the moment I stood up. I mean, the run back to just the first enemy is like 2 minutes. That's ridiculous. Once I manage to get past the double shield guys, 5 brain bats, and double sniping silver knights, I get inside the structure and get another bonfire, thankfully. This area is also filled with silver knights, but since I'm not on a balcony in the middle of the air, I can just parry them all to death with little issue. I then get distracted talking about video game sound effects. You know that Super Saiyan Aura SFX is just a baby's heartbeat in the womb? Wait, really? Oh, that was a mimic. I didn't look. I didn't look. I didn't look. That's funny. That one's on me, everybody. That one's on me. One thing I will say about this version of the game, though, is that it's definitely a bit easier than the original. There are 2 places in the area, one on the roof and one on the top floor, where there's like 3 or 4 silver knights. In the original game, their giant aggro radius meant the multiple knights would swarm you all at once, and it was probably a huge nightmare to deal with. In this game, though, their aggro radius is so freaking small that I can just murder them. I make my way to the entrance hall after dying a few times, and drop down through a broken window to meet up with another blacksmith. This guy will be the creator of my new weapon once I'm able to make it, but that is not right now, so instead we're just going to continue on. Back to the entrance hall, and after clearing it out and opening the giant door, it's time to talk about the boss. The entire reason I gave this video the title it has, Ornstein and Smo, for the next times. Here we go. The badass and his dumb fat friend. So, when Elden Ring came out, I'm sure a lot of you remember people talking about the Godskin duo boss fight in that game. Basically, people don't like fighting against 2 enemies at once, especially in Dark Souls where you kind of have to take everything way slower. To put it more simply, it's hard to kite 2 enemies at once, especially when they both have ways to gap close on you super fast, and you have no way to actually stagger them since, you know, they're bosses. Enter Ornstein and his fat friend Smo. These guys just flat out suck. For the rational people like me who know that Dark Souls 1 is not a perfect game, and in my opinion is the worst FromSoft game, we know that this is the point where Dark Souls 1 kind of falls off a cliff. Up until this point, everything has been challenging, but ultimately fair, except the Capra Demon of course, and can be worked through with enough patience and strategy. Well, go ahead and get ready to throw that right out the window during this fight. Don't trust people who try to flex saying that they beat this boss naked without taking any damage. I don't care. This fight sucks ass. Ornstein gets you no matter where you are in the room and does so with insane speed and ridiculous damage, and Smo is just a bastard with the world's largest hammer that does more damage than being hit by a literal train. And again, you have to fight them both at the same time. to give you an idea of how difficult it was, I summoned Solaire to help me with this, and even with having someone to pull aggro so I could fight either Ornstein or Smo one-on-one, it took me 40 minutes to beat this boss. And on top of all of that, once you kill one of them, the other one gets powered up, absorbing abilities of the one who died. If Ornstein dies first, then Smo gets lightning powers, and if Smo dies first, then Ornstein gets big and gets Smo's big butt stomp attack. Now, yes, I know I am underleveled for this fight. The recommended level for them is about 60 or more. People tend to go a bit higher than that just to be safe. And while I'm level 52, which sounds kind of close to that, I'm also running a dexterity build, so I'm pretty squishy. Add on to that the fact that Solaire is probably the most useless partner in the world during this fight. Either he breaks or the boss breaks. Enjoy this compilation of me complaining during the boss fight. Am I ever going to get help from the guy I summoned? Well, it's not great! Only half of it's even made well. And it's the half we've played. Oh my god. Look at this shit, bro. What am I supposed to... What's the point of summoning him if he can't join? He's gonna come in here with like 1/10 HP. If he even ever gets in here. Which I don't think he is. He's legit. He's not gonna come. He's probably dead. I know I should have... Then what's going on? Honestly, there's no way he's not dead. He's either dead or he's stuck. I'm literally wasting humanities on this thing. I'm wasting humanities on him. I can't sit there and fight the enemies. I can't clear them out. Because I'll end up using like half my flasks. I can't do that. I don't have enough arrows. And I have nowhere to buy them. I mean, I can buy them from the giant, but I have to get souls for that. And like, am I really going to sit here and for every single attempt at this boss, stand right here and shoot at them all? And I can't bait them one. I tried baiting them one at a time. I'm bad at this game. I will just keep getting hit and lose all my flasks. If it happens again, I don't even care about the times when he ends up getting into the boss room at half HP. Like, that's not even my issue. It's the last attempt is what pissed me off. The fact that he legit just never came. That's frustrating. Because that means his AI glitched out or he just got stuck on a piece of geometry and had no idea what to do. And that's legit just a game flaw. And that's frustrating. Him getting in there at half HP makes sense because he's trying to get to me. That should have hit me. He's trying to get to me and he can't because he's just getting hit by enemies. I understand that. I do. But him not getting there, that's just ridiculous. Come on, Solaire. Come on. Nope. Come on. I'm gonna literally baby you over here. I've pulled aggro on 2 of them. You're just dealing with 1 guy. You good? Come on. Let's go. Solaire... He's fighting it. He's fighting it. He's fighting it. He is fighting it. Almost. Nope, you got it. This way. Good job. You did something a 5-year-old could do. You walked in a straight line. One of the best part, he's not in here. It took him that long to walk through the door. Come here, Ornstein. Come here. Solaire, grab Smo. Solaire... This is the worst AI I've ever seen in my life. At least he's pulling aggro. That's the only thing I can say for him, is that he's pulling Smo's aggro. And then Ornstein just broke. I don't know what happened to him. Solaire's dead, so I don't even get him for the second half of this. This is the most dog shit thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay. I want a 5-page essay written on what I did wrong there. That's what I want. Yeah, you think. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm saying, Zero. You're right. But I guess not. Game disagrees. I'm not killing the 2 knights out front, but I'm killing those holy knights. I need Solaire to be playing the game with me. And not just standing in a corner and getting slapped by Smo a million times, because that doesn't help me in the long run. It just helps me in the first half. And the first half can be done. It just takes, like, I can do the first half by myself. It just takes 5 hours to do, because I have to run around till one of them's by themselves, hit them, and then just repeat that over and over again. You know, really fun gameplay. Okay, now then, Solaire, the thing where we fight the boss together, let's do that. Come here. What are you doing? Did he take damage? He did. He voluntarily took damage. I hate him so much. Come on, up the stairs. Yep, you know how to walk upstairs? Didn't seem like it a couple tries ago. Dumbass. He has no right to spite me. I haven't done anything to him. How easy this shit is. It's not bullying if it's true. I've been bullying? Okay, he's been inting. Okay? Intentionally fucking my game up. That's what he's been doing. That roll wasn't safe, so I do agree with that one, actually. Yeah, get his ass, Solaire. Do the thing where you participate in the video game. I like when you do that. I like when I summon you to help with a boss fight and you help with the boss fight. That's my favorite thing you do, Solaire. Shut up, bro. God. And Solaire's dead. Show of hands who's actually surprised that he didn't survive through this. Because I am not one of them. My hand is not up. I'm dead. Oh, it missed me. I actually don't know how. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, I'm done. Thank you. Thank you guys for the support. Appreciate it. I did it. And would you believe it? It was on the first attempt Solaire decided to not be a complete liability. Weird that when the game works how it's supposed to, the boss is easy. Yeah. Strange. Anyway, once that's done, I go up an elevator, meet the largest woman with the largest personality, and obtain the Lord Vessel. Now, not only can we begin to collect the Lord Souls and burn them, but we can finally teleport between bonfires. Hallelujah, God is indeed present in this place. that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, these ending bits are way less scripted, so expect stumbling and a lot of ums and uhs while I talk. What was I saying? I really hope you guys enjoyed. I've been having a lot of fun making this series. Going back through my old Dark Souls 1 footage has been cool. It's been really nice, especially like this episode in particular. It was fun to watch all the issue I had with Ornstein and Smo. Like in retrospect, it's more funny. Like watching it, it's funnier. Experiencing it, it's not. But like I said earlier, there is a link in the description to the last episode of this where we fought the Gaping Dragon, we fought Sif, fought the Moonlight Butterfly, did stuff like that. Pretty cool stuff. I beat Sif at level 30. That was pretty nice. Other than that, we have some other series that are going up on the channel right now. We are in the middle of a Resident Evil 2 playthrough. We are playing Pokemon Reborn, which is a really hard game with custom shiny Pokemon. We are nearing the end of that series. I posted a video from a stream yesterday, I want to say, yesterday the day before, I don't remember, about Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 in preparation for 4 coming out, whenever that comes out. Just lots of other stuff. Also, we recently streamed the ending of our Dark Souls 3 playthrough. Me, Alan, and then my friend Zach. We're playing through all of Dark Souls 3. It was Alan's first time playing through it, so that was fun to get to show him all the game. We did everything. We beat every boss. That stream has us beating Madir. Then it has some bits in the middle where we're playing Toontown because we were waiting for stuff, and then it also has us fighting Gale. So really fun stuff. But yeah, I will leave some other links in the description as well. But I really do hope you guys enjoyed. I'm trying to get one of these out every single week, so next week sometime will be us going to start collecting the Lord Souls, starting with Bed of Chaos. And if you don't know why I'm sighing, then you will when I talk about it. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!